to pin the United Kingdom, UK here, like pin it.
It's a Friday night, turned on all her lights, ooh, an open window, hairbrush at her lips, towel hugs her hips, ooh, she's going up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. So today's video is about the recap of my Dubai trip. I haven't really took much videos or photos this time. Anyway, it was a really splendid trip. So I'm gonna be sharing about the visa application and some do's and don'ts that I have encountered during my trip. So let's keep going. So the first thing is about getting the visa, of course. So what I did was I booked an air tickets directly from Emirates, not directly through the trip.com. I don't book through the Emirates app directly because trip.com is something I use usually for my foreign trips, and I think it's quite okay to use because I've been using this for the whole year and I really love the app, so that's why I'm using it. Okay, so what I do is I book the to and fro tickets, 2 tickets directly from the Emirates. So I got a booking, 1 booking, 2 tickets with the 1 PNR. That is very important because if you don't have 1 PNR, you cannot apply directly. You cannot apply the visa directly from the Emirates airline. So you have to have the 1 PNR, 2 air tickets. That's the first point. So beware of that. And what I did was I contact them directly through their customer service for visa application email. You have to scroll a lot in their page, in their website, and then boom, I have to look through like 1 to 2 days to get that. But anyway, it was there. So I contact through their emails and their reply was quite fast. I get the reply back within like 2 to 3 hours. Me back the link, VSF link to apply the visa because they will be the sponsor of your visa application status. So you have to go through the VSF link, and then that is not very necessary, but you can also do from the outside links through their official website or their other airlines too, not from the Emirates. You can just also other airline like the Etihad or anything else, that is okay, but as long as you have the 1 PNR, that will be okay, I believe. And then they sent me the VSF link and I have to go through the VSF, and basically what I have to do is like I have to choose what kind of visa I'm applying. I'm applying for the visa. I'm applying for they asked me if I want the 30 days or 60 days visa, and then they asked me if it is the single entry or the multiple entry because the price varies each other. So that's it. I choose the single entry 30 days visa because sometimes you want to travel one shore to another, like cross the sea, but in the same UAE, okay, but they ask for like multiple entry visas, so you have to plan ahead for that. So the price is a little bit different for single entry and the multiple entries, of course that is normal. And so I applied for the single entry 30 days visa, and it cost me for around like $100 US, and the normal working days is normal processing time is like 3 to 4 days, but I got it in like 1 day, which is really nice, and I love the process. The document part, I have to scan and upload the first page of my passport, last page of my passport, my photo, and the visa status because I'm applying for Bangkok, so I have to show them the resident certificate. That is all. I have to upload it in a PDF file, and if you don't have the PDF file, that is still okay because they also share you the link to change the scans. Like for me, I only have the photos, so I have to upload my photo into the link and then change it into the PDF file, got the PDF, download the PDF file, and then re-upload it in the VSF. So that's all the process, and I have to pay it via the Visa card, Mastercard, whatever you have, you can pay it. And that's it for the visa. You will get the email from the VSF. Email confirmation, one email confirmation after you have applied, and the other email is for the grant visa. That's all. So that is basically it for the visa application. And for the insurance part, if the insurance is needed for your country, for your passport or whatever your status is, it depends on the status anyway. So if the insurance is needed, they will describe the insurance fees or whatever needed, and they will show you the total. And then if you're okay with that, you can go through it. If you think it's kind of a little bit expensive, you don't need to go through the VSF. You have to go through the other website, for example, directly to their government website or whatever. You can do it too, and that's not a problem at all. So that is for the visa application. Whatever is better for you, you can just choose it. It's not very hard.
An open window, hairbrush at hot lips.
So next is the immigration. The immigration is really nice. For the first time comers to Dubai, you have to cross the immigration officers. You cannot scan and just go. So you have to pass through the immigration officer. You have to queue. You have to queue, see the immigration officer, and basically they just scan your passport and that's it. Maybe you will need to print out the visa form. They don't even ask me for that, but anyway, it's better to have one. But if you are the second time comers, or when you go back from Dubai, you don't need to check through the immigration officer. You could just scan and just go. You don't even get the stamp. I didn't even get the stamp, which is really, I think it's so cool. And the next thing about the Dubai immigration is that you can take the train. No, you have to. Have to take the train. It is a little far if your flight is a little far from the immigration, or you can just take the elevators. I did have to take both trains and the elevators for the going to the immigration, which is really nice, I think, because you know, it's quite efficient to use the train, and it's quite efficient to use the elevators. The elevators doesn't even have buttons, and it only goes 2 floors. So you don't have to wait too long for that. I really love the system so much.
Slips on her dress, stumbles toward the shower, lips for what feels like a
Next thing I am so excited about is the SIM card. Yes, you get the, for the first time camera, of course, you get the 1 gig free SIM card from the immigration officer. After you get the immigration check, you get that SIM card, and you can use that SIM card for 24 hours. The immigration, and then took the bags, and then you can just contact directly to your friends and family. And one thing I encountered was the SIM card number cannot be registered with the taxi apps like Uber or Careem. I cannot register with that, so I cannot move on with that. That is the problem. So I end up not using the SIM card. You can travel to whatever desired places. For example, the hotels. You can travel through the trains, with the trains or the taxi, or use the taxi app like Uber. You have to go to a separate area for Uber stand area. It's just near. You don't have to search too much. But I did only take the meter taxi, and I was like, what if they charge too much? You know, it's the airport. So I was a little bit worried. But the system is so good. You just need to hop on the fast taxi you see on the front. You don't even have to bargain and say that I want to go to this hotel, I want to go to this place. No, you just hop on, put your bags on the back, and then show them where you want to go. And maybe the Google Map might help, and they just took the Google Map directly to the place where you want to go. And that's it. You don't even have to talk. No much hassle, and the prices depends on the meter. So I really love that part. Even though the taxi I took, he was like round and round and round. But anyway, that was the only one. The other taxi I took in Dubai, they don't do that at all. and it was quite pleasant. The starting point for the taxi fares is like 15 AED because you have to pay it anyway. But it just depends on the time when you take it, or it depends on the place, like airport or mall, whatever place. It depends on it, but it's around like 15 and 20 AED, and adding up 1 kilometer 2 AED. That's it. And grabbing a taxi is not very hard in Dubai. You just have to stand on the road and they will just come. You just need to hop on, and then you have to tell them where you want to go. When you take a taxi from the apps like Careem or Uber, the starting point is like 20 AED. It's a little bit pricier compared to just taking a taxi randomly. To buy more, there's a specific area where you have to queue to take the taxi to, and you have to queue to the first come first serve things. And they have overnight and show up like first meter fares, and the kilometer adds up, so you don't have to worry much about it. And I will be moving on to the payment methods. The payment methods, you can use whatever you like. Basically, you can use whatever you like, but I prefer to use the Apple Pay or Visa or Master. You just have to tap and go, so, which is really nice. But for the cash part, because they have coins, they just give you the change in coins, and some coins doesn't have the English numbers, so they only do it in their own language, which is really not too good, because I don't want to end up having coins. Coins are heavy compared to the cash, so I don't want to end up having coins in my bag when I get back home. It just adds up their kilos to my luggage. So I don't like to use cash. But if you want to do some bookings and stuff, then that is a good option to have some cash and the payment. And I also want to mention some hotel booking things, because I encountered some problems. But luckily I know it beforehand, so it was well prepared. The thing is, I booked the hotel through Agoda apps. I add the Visa card for booking, and I thought like maybe they will hold their money, but they don't. The booking is confirmed, but when I get to the hotel, the hotels that no, you have to pay here. The booking part and sing for the Visa, Visa card information online is just for holding the booking, and not for the real check-in process. No, so I have to pay cash at the hotel, but luckily they also accept the other payments like Visa, Master, or the Apple Pay, which is quite a relief. But I use the same Visa card, okay? I use the same Visa card, but they cannot charge it from the online, but they have to charge it at the check-in. So you have to be aware of that if you were to only use the cash. So that is the part I wasn't expected. Okay, so I wanted to visit at the top, like the Burj Khalifa, I don't know how do they pronounce it. But the thing is, and I was lost. I was lost in the Dubai Mall, and then I was so exhausted by the time I got to at the top. I was like, okay, just give me the ticket. I would just relax on top. And they were like, no, the tickets are all sold out. Oh, and they said you can only grab it for tomorrow, and tomorrow is my flight time. I can't grab it. I would like to recommend you to grab the ticket first if you decided to go for those areas, to the tourist areas. Grab the tickets first before you go shopping or do whatever you like. Go early, grab the ticket first, or if you could buy online, then grab online tickets. That would be a better option. For the Dubai Mall, I forgot to mention that the water fountains are opened up 30 minutes with the sound, music of course, and they are like quite connected, and you have to spend a lot of time in the Dubai Mall because it's so beautiful. It was just worth it. I will add some footages because I didn't have the photographer with me this time. Oh, by the way, it is quite safe. I travel alone, but it is quite safe. Yes. But anyway, I love the trip and I hope you guys love this footages I showed to you as much as I like those too. So I will see you in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Caffeinated, little dramatic, inland age increasingly manic. She's just on the hunt.
So I've been traveling a lot lately, especially this year, starting from this December. I've been traveled to Chiang Mai, and this is the third time in Chiang Mai, and the 2 times to Bangkok, Savannakhert, Laos, and then to Nepal, Kathmandu, 2 times to India, New Delhi and Kolkata, and then to Dubai. So there's a lot of traveling this year. So basically what I do, I want to share with you what I do, because from a country like me, because I want to share you what I do, because from a country like me with a weaker passport power, we have to do a lot for the visa processing, and this is just an enhancement from recommended by one of the monks from our religions. It's just a religious matter, so it's up to you, but I want to share it so that you can do it if you want to. So basically what he recommends me to do is this globe, because I'm traveling to different countries, of course. So the globe, all you need is a globe and a marker pen. That's it. It's very simple. You don't have to have the specific globe, you just have to have a globe, because this one I bought it from the stationery store and it is basically a sharpener, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is the globe. Okay, and then you have to pin it, like I'm using the permanent marker because it's better, because you can use whatever you like. Okay, and then pin it. Let's say I want to travel to UK, which is not quite easy to get the visa, so I'm gonna have to pin the United Kingdom, UK here, like pin it. That's it. Like make a dot. I like to make a dot because it's quite small, but if you are having a big globe, then you can use a cross or whatever you like, whatever symbol, a star, whatever you like, just mark it. Okay, the basic thing is you have to mark it. I like to do it a dot, and then you have to pray at your whatever religion you have. For me, I am Buddhist, so I am going to pray it at my home Buddhist. And then it doesn't really have to do like you have to go to big pagoda or whatever. You don't need to do it. You just have to do it at your home. You can just do it at your home or whatever place that is convenient for you, and you have to pray. You have to pray like, I want to go to this place, okay? And then offer, for me, I need to offer this to my Buddha at home, and that is this. And that's it. It's very simple and it's very easy in it. I believe it's helped me a lot with my visa processing these days though, and convenient my travels. So that's it, and if it works for you, please tell me so. Because it works with my husband, it works with me, and it works with other people too. So I'm sharing with you so that you could use it too if you are having a problem with that.
Slips on her dress, stumbles toward the shower, left for what feels like an hour, then turns